So here we are, day one with the emergency department. We're very excited. This is our first taping of this year, and it's gonna be awesome. Early on, we're seeing and hearing more buzz in the community about the video. More people are sharing it and saying, we can't wait to see it, this is exciting. I think in the first year, people were kind of surprised that we were doing it. And then this year is like, here it is again, and there's just that much more excitement because it's something that we've done before, and we're building on that year to year, which is great.
This experience has been incredible. We've been doing it for 2 years. The first year was overwhelming, and the second year even gets better. The passion for folks to bring awareness to breast cancer is really phenomenal, and the team spirit that this builds, it's just so wonderful to see all the staff come together for this event. Just so exciting, a lot of great spirit.
The second year, we had hoped to go bigger and better.
Year two was interesting. We knew what we were getting into, so that was good, but we picked a song that was faster and we had some trickier choreography.
We definitely faced some challenges, but the folks who committed to it this year were so committed, and the dance was so much more fun, so much more energetic, that I think the folks who did it this year really had a great time.
I watched the videos and it looked like so much fun, and a documentary around it, and it was just, I was really excited to get involved this year when the campaign started.
I'm new here and this is my first year doing it, and I wanted to be involved, but I wasn't really sure what to expect, and it was beyond what I expected. It was so much fun, and I got to work with my coworkers and have fun with them and laugh with them and get out at lunch and get some exercise. So it was a wonderful experience.
Being year two, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but it was nice to have something a little more upbeat, something more energized. Had a great group. Most of them are first-timers, and they still did amazing. I don't know. I'm very happy that I did it the second time.
The practices were a little bit different this year because we used the YouTube video to practice, so it was actually really great because it broke down every step, and we were able to teach a little bit easier that way. And then our group in DI really got together and just practiced hard, so I think we did really great.
It's been beyond a joy, from going to the practices or practicing in aura rooms when we've had time.
Dr. Montaigne's house.
Yeah, Dr. Montaigne, we practice at her house on our time off. This wonderful lady got our shirts for us and picked out outfits. We've been able to get our educator involved by doing major practices in her very tiny office. And just finding ways to laugh and giggle about it, finding new names for the different steps, that has just been very encouraging. And I love being a goofball, but doing it in a constructive way was really a great process.
I think through this whole process, it has really brought my department together and made connections with other departments, and it's just been so much fun.
It's been a chaotic summer for everybody, so we've really worked hard. We've had site captains who've really worked hard in keeping their teams motivated, even when it might have been easier just to quit and let other folks take the lead on it. So, this group has come together several times this week, several times over the last months to really practice. I know folks have been watching the video at home and practicing there, so people just gave 110% to it, and it showed today in our dance. So I couldn't be more excited for my team, and I couldn't be more excited for the whole hospital. And the fact that we're able to pull this off while the hospital is literally being torn apart is just amazing in my mind.
We're right in the middle of a $32 million construction. We have construction going on the front of the hospital, on the back of the hospital, and in the middle. But everybody's taking this with stride. We're so well prepared, the wayfinding, and I'll tell you, there's nothing that takes this team down. They're ready, and for this type of cause, to prevent breast cancer, to make breast cancer a heightened awareness, this team will dance for any cause, and I'm so proud of them.
MC has had a lot going on this year, and the big construction project is a piece of that, and so to have that added into the mix has been challenging. The people who found the time in their schedules to do this, I mean, it's amazing, and my hat is off to them, because It's hard to find time to do all of the things that we do for your job. To add something extra in is amazing, and it's just that great tribute to this message is really powerful, and people wanted to do it and to share it so much that they were able to commit the extra time.
It was really fun. This year we were able to film in the CAT scan room, and it was just 4 of us, I believe. So it was just really fun to have a smaller group and be able to film in a smaller location that is very representative of the DI department.
It was an early morning, but it's always worth it in the end. What I love about even just the 4 or 5 folks that we had do it here, just the ideas were flowing. We had the pink beads, we had the lit gloves, we had all that stuff, just ideas flowing from everybody who wanted to participate. And even the folks who were in the background cheering us on, you can't beat it.
When it comes together, it's going to be amazing. Like, I know the emergency department really brought it this year. This group that just taped us now did an amazing job, and I can't wait to see what everyone else has to offer.
We worked really hard at it, and we spent a lot of time doing it. And when we first started doing it, I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to pull this dance off. I'm just going to quit. And you know, there was some encouragement, and we kept going, and we were able to do it today. And I think it was great, and it was just fun.
We knew going in the impact that it could have, and so we reached out to the survivors a little bit differently this year, and we invited them to dance on the lawn with us or to have a quieter role in it, because we have a lot of survivors who aren't comfortable being front and center, and so we allowed them to do it in the way that was comfortable for them, knowing that we could still have this huge amount of impact with the video and do it that way.
It's just great to have so many people involved in breast cancer awareness. I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, October's coming, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but to have multiple people out of multiple departments spend months practicing this dance, talking about it, coordinating their outfits, coordinating where they're going to do their dance. I mean, every day they talk about it. That's just bringing more and more awareness to breast cancer, which is what our goal is here, is to bring that awareness and let people know we're there for them. If you are a survivor, we're here, we're supporting you. I think the OR girls nailed it on the head when they said we're doing this to support our coworker. We want to make sure that she knows there's hope, that we're here for her. So that was a huge message today that I saw, and that just gives it meaning as to why we're doing this.
I think the overall message is that the hospital came together and did this for the people that we love, and I think that that's just a huge message that we sent out to the staff and the community.
In the first year, we realized what an inspiration the video and the documentary were, and then so that was something we tried to do even more this year. Was we wanted this to be a motivator for people. We wanted people to watch it and be inspired to take action. Go get your screening, go talk to somebody, make an appointment with your doctor. We know that worked with the first one, and we tried to make it even more so in the second one with such a positive, uplifting, upbeat song, and I think we accomplished that.
There's nothing better than getting a group of people together who just have a common cause, supporting a group of people who really have been through a tough challenge in their life, and that's what this is all about.
Breast cancer is, I don't think there's a single person in the hospital that hasn't been touched by it in one way or another. So the fact that we're able to bring awareness to prevention, detection of this disease is huge, and it's fun. It's a fun way to do it. And this group is going to go dance at Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, which is a Relay for Life event that is dedicated solely to breast cancer. And I know that our diagnostic imaging team and our cancer committees have all really engaged in bringing awareness to this. So October, we'll see a lot of pink around the hospital, and this tape, of course, will premiere then, and it will just be all about breast cancer and helping save lives, which is what it's all about.
We're bringing awareness to it, making sure people understand the struggles that women and men go through when they do have breast cancer diagnoses, and ultimately really encouraging people to get screened for breast cancer. If you feel something, talk to your primary care doctor, get out there, get the exam done. There are resources available for people. Even if you think you can't afford it, there are resources. There are monies available to help get this done. No matter where you are economically, this is available to you, and that's a really big message we want to get out there.
If you haven't gotten your mammogram, it's free for screening, so you definitely should if you're over the age of 50, and keep getting them checked every year. And absolutely do your self-examinations, because those are really important.
We're having a little bit of fun with this, but it's a very serious subject. And we want people to be aware that, getting your mammography is so important. Breast care screening is so important. And for your loved ones, for your friends, for your colleagues, to stay well, to focus on your well-being. And this is about breast cancer awareness. We can prevent this disease. We can fight it through early detection.
In my role as Director of Diagnostic Imaging, I have helped implement technology and personnel who have really impacted our communities for those women and men who are suffering from breast cancer through implementing advanced 3D technology and also hiring and working with a breast care nurse navigator who I have, again, it gets a little bit emotional, but I've seen the impact she's had on these people. I've seen the impact this new technology has had on people's lives and their diagnoses. And although I don't directly interact with them, it's a real treat to be able to help these people. And that's really what it is. I'm helping help people. And that's how it personally affects me.
I work in DI, so I see multiple patients come through our department, and unfortunately some of them are diagnosed with cancer. So to promote this type of dance is just really uplifting for us and for the patients that we provide care for.
I had an aunt who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. It was a big shock to all of us. It just wasn't something that our family had experienced. I've had a lot of friends and coworkers who've gone through it. So that was kind of a big deal for us as a family to really work through that. And she's in recovery and she's going to be fine, but part of the reason that that's going to happen for her and that she's going to be with us for another 20, 30 years is because she had routine mammograms, early detection, and they were able to do a lumpectomy and chemotherapy, and now she's making a full recovery and in full remission. So it's so important to me because it's one of those diseases that we can prevent and we can help extend people's lives as long as we're all engaged in getting people aware of it.
It's really, really nice to be able to participate in something that you're helping others and you're encouraging them. And during one of our when we did our major one, Jane Catton said it brought hope, and that really made me happy. I started late into it. I'm new to the OR, and everyone has welcomed me in an amazing way, and I wanted to be able to encourage others in another way, and this was an easy way to help out people. We have someone in the OR that is a breast cancer survivor, and it was a way to show her, even though I don't know her that well, that I cared.
I just want to say, not to sound sappy, but you guys pulling me in and including me, I'm saying I'm very honored. Thank you. Anyway, okay. Wonderful.
You think about all the what ifs and just trying to stay positive for her and make it an experience that she enjoys.
It's an emotional outlet, very positive for me and others. Kind of an outlet from work and helping our community raise awareness.
Really resonated on so many levels with us and with the rest of the hospital doing this, and it was just really uplifting, and I hope that everybody really enjoys the dance and the song that they chose.
I have to give kudos to Katie Teal, who's a dancer on our team. She really knows the moves well enough to help step by step put us through them. And then of course, Rachel, who was the choreographer. Amazing work, great tutorial. Just having the fitness room here at NMC, able to get that video up and do it. The practices are tough, they make you sweat, but that's what it's all about, getting yourself out there.
I have to give a really big shout out to Rachel Bilodeau and Studio 3, because again this year she helped us with the choreography and she really made it doable for us. This was a challenging dance. We wanted to be challenged, but she made it come together, be memorable, be easy to break apart. She helped us create a tutorial so that people could learn from it. And the choreography was wonderful. I mean, we had fun with it. You'll hear this joke about the gallbladder throughout. It was terrific, and we really could not have done it without her and her help.
And our teacher has been absolutely inspiring and been able to help us and show us different ways to learn things and been very patient with us, even when some of us aren't the most coordinated. And the best part is we've all helped and encouraged each other and worked together to be able to learn how to teach each other how to dance better.
With small steps.
Small steps.
Jamie's great. She's really good at keeping us motivated. She scheduled practices. She made sure we were all engaged, and it was great.
It was super helpful to have Chelsea help organize. She helped me to remember that we needed things like the gloves and the music when I would forget things like that. There's a lot of details to pull together, and so having more people helping organize the logistics is huge. And I think Chelsea too, also as the breast care nurse navigator, she brings that message to our staff and to the public that, you know, here she is in this role, and this is the kind of thing that she helps with. She's the sort of the glue of the process. She makes sure that nothing falls through the cracks.
Thanks for putting it on. It promotes so much great awareness for something that can easily be treated now. So breast cancer is definitely scary, but when it's caught early, it's a really great area that we can move forward in and catch it quickly and get treatment for it.
Thank you for being a hope to others.
Just to learn that we have so many different departments coming together to do this is great.
I think for everyone involved, I just continue the fight. You know, hats off to Kate Laddison and Jane Catton for bringing this idea to Northwestern Medical Center and for really generating the motivation, the inspiration to really go for the fight, because this disease is preventable. We just need to make sure everybody is willing to take the first step, and that is to wellness and prevention.
Last year when I saw the finished project, I was blown away. I mean, when you're teaching it to people, you only see small snippets. You don't see the finished project together, polished. You're very focused on little details. And then when you step back and see the video in the end, I mean, I was blown away. I was absolutely in tears. I was a mess. I couldn't stop crying, you know, just because of the power of the whole thing. And I think it'll be the same way this year, because again, we've seen little tapings, we've seen pieces of it, we've watched, you know, people are behind me dancing, and I don't get to see them perform until the whole thing comes together. And there just are these really special moments that you don't see until you see the completed video, where people are smiling or laughing or just really nailing something, and it feels so good.